it up.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a new video, and we are in the Mk7 GTI today to go over our 3 years of ownership review. So if this is your first time seeing one of these videos, and if you are a GTI fan or if you're a fan of the Miata, which I did a video on last week with the ownership update, basically what we do is we cover all the modifications and things that we've done in the last year of ownership. Not every single modification. I've got 2 or 3 other videos on this GTI on my channel in the playlist, so go check those out if you want to see every single modification. But I do make videos on pretty much every single thing that I do to this car, as well as my Miata, all the experiences, all the vlogs, all the things of just being like a car enthusiast and modding your car. But this is my daily, and this has been another year of turning this into the best daily that I can, one that's fast, capable, comfortable, and I think we've done it. I mean, this car is awesome. I love it so much. So thank you for joining in the passenger seat over there. We're gonna get on the road and we are gonna go over 3 years of owning this Mk7 GTI. Tires are still pretty new and they're already spinning. Man, this car is so much fun. I love it. With that being said, let's go ahead and start off our modifications for the last year of ownership. We're gonna start with the engine, and one of the first things that we did within the last year of owning this car is we did a little bit of general maintenance. As most of you guys know, plastic and heat do not mix very well. So we did an upgraded aluminum coolant port that goes on the back of the engine. Mine, when I took it out, it basically disintegrated in my hands as I took it out. So really glad that I did that little basic maintenance upgrade. I think it was like 30 bucks or something to do like that. Yeah, I mean, it was a no-brainer, super easy to do. You can check out my channel, you can check out Go Dad Wagon's channel if you want to see a little review kind of thing on that little modification. Not an upgrade, well, I mean, I guess it is an upgrade if it's gonna last longer, so cool little thing. I've also done a little bit of swapping this year. So previously we had the InGen short ram intake, and that intake was awesome. I loved how it sounded. I honestly kind of regret getting rid of it, but I had to get rid of it for another reason that we're gonna go over in this video. But we swapped it out for an InGen Evolution intake, which is a closed airbox intake. It's a lot bigger, like the piping size is a lot bigger than the short ram one. It still makes some noises. You can hear cool noises. It makes a better noise on acceleration and things like that. It makes like a more hollowy, throaty kind of sound rather than like a growl that a short ram intake would. But I like it. It's worked well. It looks good in the engine bay. It looks very OEM-esque with, you know, the plastic kind of matching everything. I like it, no regrets, and it's worth it for the other modification that I did. We also threw in a lower engine cover. I think these are for the Euro cars. I can't remember exactly. It might come on some US cars, but it covers your intake manifold and just makes the engine bay look a lot cleaner overall. And then I guess performance-wise, we added a couple things. We added the ECS tuning oil catch can. That is a modification that I spent the money on for kind of no reason. It hasn't caught any oil because all I do is daily the car and I don't really track it, but it's there, it's shiny in the engine bay. It'll do something when the time comes, but for now, it kind of just sits there and looks pretty. We also did another little swap. When I first bought this car, I did some cheaper mods. I did the eBay turbo inlet pipe, and it was fine. I just wanted to kind of learn the car and, you know, put on some things that I could experiment with. After a while, I realized that 1, it wasn't going to work with the catch can, and 2, it wasn't working very well with the intake, just fitment-wise. So I put in a CTS turbo inlet pipe, and it's definitely bigger bore, really nice quality, very cool looking, and I'm stoked I did it. It makes the catch can fit better with the AAN lines and things like that. It doesn't hit the firewall anymore, so super stoked that I did it. I'm happy knowing that it's there and not some eBay stuff. And finally, dressing up the engine bay more, we did the USP bolt kit on the fenders, the front grille area. It's a really cool little touch. They're really nice aluminum bolts and screws and nuts and things like that. We did rib nuts to the front grille area. Really nice kit. Really happy I got it. I think it makes the engine bay look a lot better. All right, then let's talk about the suspension really quick, because this is one of the bigger mods that I've done this year. Is we finally got a set of wheels for this car. I feel like going on 2 years with aftermarket suspension and no wheels and tires is kind of like a sin, but like I said, this is a daily, so I wanted to get some wheels that were nice, but also like daily friendly. Like if they get ruined or something, I'm not gonna be super mad about it. I don't need light track wheels, but I wanted to get something that wasn't super heavy. So I ended up with a set of Koenig lockouts in 17 by 8.5, I believe. Did I say 17 by 8.5? I meant 18 by 8.5 with a 235 BF Goodrich Comp 2 all-season tire. And as you guys saw at the beginning, and as I mentioned, they do spin a little bit when going full throttle, but otherwise they're a great tire. You can take turns very well with them. They're very comfortable, they're quiet, they absorb bumps a lot better than the OEM tires did. And I think the OEM tires were Hankooks or something, I don't know, they were some brand, and every time you hit a bump it would just jar the whole car. They were very hard tires. These ones are a little softer, they grip a little bit better, they have a better tread, and I've really enjoyed them. I think the wheels look great. I think they look great for a daily. They're very subtle, but also look aftermarket when you do look at the car, and I think they fit the car really well. The fitment on the GTIs, it's a pretty standard fitment. And then we'll jump to the interior, which we did a little bit of stuff to this last year. We put in the Euro Active retrofit puddle lights, which have been super cool. I love them. Every time you get out of the car at night, it's just like, I don't know, it looks cool. It makes the car look far more luxurious than it's supposed to be, but it's really cool. I like them. We also threw in the DSG paddles shift knob, the LED one with the light up status symbols, I guess, for like park, drive, sport mode, neutral, all that. Love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy I did that. We swapped it out from the BFI one, which was a really nice product, but I was trying to make the interior feel a little bit more high-end, and I thought with like the puddle lights and the upgraded shift knob and everything like that, it would make things look really nice, and it does. It's really comfortable in the hand. It's cool to see at night that a little bit more things are glowing here and there, and I've really enjoyed having that on the car. In the rear area, we've thrown in the ECS tuning hatch pop kit, which honestly has come in handy so many times. I use it almost every single time to open my trunk, because you just like hold the button down and boom, your trunk is open before you even get to it. You don't have to touch anything, especially if you've just watched your car and like your fingers are a little dirty or greasy. You don't want to touch it, so being able to just pop it and it opens right up is really great. I like it. It squeaks a little, but I think I can grease it up and it should be back to its normal ways. And finally, we are going to move on to the body of the car, which has had some pretty dramatic changes. I guess you could say the wheels would be a part of the body modifications, but we're gonna go over the main one, the one that everyone has an opinion about on the Miata. Any car you do this to any car, there's gonna be tons of people saying that you just ruined it. And by resale value, if you took it back to the dealership, maybe you did ruin it. I don't care. That's part of being a car enthusiast for me. I've got a style. I keep that style across both my cars, and that style is hood vents. We threw on the Veris Engineering front hood vents on this car, which is why I had to change out the intake, because you make compromises. If this is a daily, it's gonna get in the rain, and I didn't want my intake to get wet, so I got the closed air box. But it is totally worth it for how these hood vents look. It makes the car look just instantly aggressive. If you didn't have the hood vents on it, it would look cool, it would look good. But once you put those hood vents on, it looks so aggressive, it looks great, it looks like it's ready for the track. It's such a presence to put hood vents on a car, and I mean any car, you put hood vents on any car and it's like, it's a look, it's a vibe, I love it. I'm so happy I did it to this car. And then our most recent little body mod we did to this car is we threw on the honeycomb vents for the rear reflectors, which, you know, cool mod, cheap, easy to do. I like it. I'm happy I did it still, and no one's run into me because I don't have reflectors anymore, so it's pretty cool. But this car continues to be a daily. It is my drive to work car, which I'm doing right now. It is the drive the kid to school car. It is the get groceries car. It is the road trip car. As you saw, I took it on a road trip to Missouri recently. This is the do it all car for me, and It is stage 2 tuned. It has a transmission tune. It has suspension work, engine work. I mean, it's definitely modified as far as you can go before getting like coilovers, which is a plan coming up, a IS38 turbo, which is a plan in the future. So it's well on its way to becoming a not so daily car, which means maybe we have to start looking for something else. I don't know. Depends on how this channel is going, which I feel like things have been great right now. I've been uploading frequently. I've been trying to get more GTI videos out for you golf fans, but it's just hard when it is the daily and I can't have it down. And I've been having a lot of fun with the Miata lately, and it's been great. But for you GTI guys that have stuck around, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Thank you so much for watching these videos. If you are new, go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I will see you in the next one.